Welcome back to our channel. In today's video we are going to explain what exactly is the metaverse. Is there a simple explanation for anyone? I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. In recent years, there has been a huge interest in virtual reality. Facebook, which has made a name for itself, is a key player. There is a lot of talk about the metaverse right now. One of the primary reasons for this is that Facebook has rebranded itself as Meta, in order to focus on the metaverse. Mark Zuckerberg was saying that they were going to pivot Facebook's vision from a social media company to a metaverse company in the long run. After a few months, that became a reality. And we recently saw a keynote where Facebook announced this change. Just to be clear, when I say Facebook has changed its name to Meta, I'm referring to the parent company that owns the Facebook social media app that you use. So, if you're using Facebook, the app will still be called Facebook. But the parent company, which owns Facebook, Oculus, and Instagram, is being rebranded to Meta to focus on the metaverse. According to Zuckerberg, creating a metaverse is the realization of an idea he had and was interested in long before he began social networking. Simultaneously, Microsoft announced that it is working on developing an enterprise metaverse. But what does this mean? The metaverse is on its way, and it's going to be a big deal. It describes how the 2D search-based internet is giving way to a fully 3D immersive world that mirrors our own. This project will completely change the way we live, learn, earn, and connect, and it is coming much faster than we think. Metaverse is an old concept, digitally shared universes where we can take on any personality we want or collaborate on collaborative projects. They haven't always been portrayed positively. Neil Stephenson's novel, Snow Crash, was the first to use the term. In the Matrix films, a place is a location where people go to escape the bleak, totalitarian reality of their everyday lives. It's where machines put us after we've become their slaves so they can use us to generate electricity, which is probably not the first idea you'd want Silicon Valley to draw inspiration from when creating their visions of the future. However, this is a concept that we've been working towards since the advent of the internet, social media, virtual reality, and early attempts to create shared digital environments. As with Second Life, Zuckerberg has described his vision of the metaverse as the internet from the inside out, rather than just looking at it, which gives us some insight into how he's approaching it. The reason we're having serious conversations about Meta now rather than then is that several key technological trends have matured to the point where they'll be up to the task. One of these is most emphatically not virtual reality. Since acquiring headset manufacturer Oculus in 2014, Facebook has made significant investments in VR. It has made no secret of the fact that it does not believe that the future of virtual reality will be confined to the walled gardens of gaming and education. Whereas it is currently most common, the ultimate goal is to combine VR's ability to create virtual environments with the power of social media to create shared online spaces. This has previously been attempted. There are plenty of VR apps that allow users to socialize with friends, for example, but in a metaverse, users aren't necessarily limited to the narrow range of functionality that the app was designed for, such as chatting or playing a game together. Instead, players should be able to do virtually anything they want. The key here is to create a simulated world that mimics as much of our environment and reality as possible, as coined by the science fiction adventure film Ready Player One. Walking onto a VR tennis court and picking up tennis rackets, for example, is already perfectly feasible for two players to play a game of VR tennis, as seen in several VR video games today. But what if they don't want to play tennis? They may decide that chasing each other around the court, trying to bash each other as avatars with their records, digging up the tennis court and building a passbook basketball court instead, or simply leaving the court to watch a concert or work in the virtual office would be more fun. The metaverse should cater to emergent user behavior rather than being constrained or built for one specific purpose, such as VR, tennis, simulation, or collaborative working environments like Slack or Teams. Metaverses do not have to be limited to a single platform. Depending on what you want to do, your metaverse life could take you from an immersive VR environment to 3D environments rendered on a conventional flat screen to deploying applications on your mobile phone. In terms of the user experience and other ties you control, the important factor is that there is a continuum between activities and the environment. To fit with Zuckerberg's vision of being in the environment, everyone seems to agree that other tasks would be a core part of the metaverse experience. On Facebook and other social media platforms, you must have some kind of digital avatar that others can interact with. In a metaverse, your profit image serves as your avatar. It could be a 3D representation of yourself in a gaming or fantasy metaverse setting. It could be anything you can think of, but an important principle is that this avatar or some aspect of it will be able to move across and between different areas of the metaverse while remaining recognizable as you, regardless of what you're doing or what platform you're using. It isn't just technological advancements. That means that, since the outbreak of the pandemic, the concept of being online has become more real. Many people are increasingly choosing to live their lives online. We've grown accustomed to doing our work, shopping, and socializing online. So, bringing all of these activities together in one seamless digital environment is not as far-fetched as it might have been just a few years ago, but these changes bring societal challenges, as the shift to online living has undeniably enabled a lot of activity that can be harmful or unhealthy, from identity theft and fraud to trolling and abuse. There is also a risk that real-world inequalities, such as the wealth gap, will be replicated within the metaverse. Immersive 3D environments requires a significant amount of computing power, which means that those with a limited budget for headsets and computer equipment may have the worst experience. This could harm society. If, for example, companies base hiring decisions on a person's presence in the metaverse, or if it is used to deliver education, training, or even dating opportunities, so, how close to the metaverse are we? For the time being, Metaverse We is merely a concept model for how existing online environments, such as social media or work-based environments, such as Nvidia's Omnivorous, can become more immersive and deeply integrated into everyone's lives. The first step will most likely be to combine virtual reality with social networking. Facebook has recently spoken extensively about its plans to do so, and it expects it to become a reality within the next 5 years. However, many issues need to be resolved before we are ready to move our entire lives online. While we are accustomed to carrying out many activities in a digital environment, such as shopping, entertainment, socializing, and working, we are not yet at the stage, technologically speaking, or in SSR society, where we are ready to do the same with the bits that connect all of them. There are opportunities to get a taste of what a metaverse experience might be like. Epic Games has experimented with broadening the scope of its Fortnite gaming universe to include social gatherings and concerts. They recently featured Ariana Grande's birthday. Some people believe that the metaverse is simply the next internet. It's unclear what that will look like when 2D screens become obsolete, replaced by headsets or even lenses that project images directly onto the retinas that we choose. No one knows for sure what the ruler's architecture will be when connected immersive environments become our online home, but with the biggest names in tech racing to sell us on their vision, we can expect growing excitement around the concept. If you like this video, remember to give it a big thumbs up, as this will help it rank higher in the YouTube algorithm. When you give me a thumbs up, it means a lot to me. The algorithm starts recommending it to more people because if you liked it, other people who like the same types of videos as you might like it as well. What you're doing by leaving a thumbs up is you're informing more people about this video. As a result, I appreciate it. Thank you all of you.